Hello, and welcome to our playthrough of Chaos Gate Daemonhunters, however you want to say it. And now let's head into our episode. Okay, there's talking. So, if we go to research, yes, there is a new research option, which we can't do. Okay, it doesn't require seeds, which is good. I like that. But we can't research it anyways, because Vakir isn't here. She's wounded. She's on assignment for 34 days. And then we have to wait. She can at least do research, but the stratagems are locked for 45 days. So we basically have 34 days to twiddle our thumbs. Also, would have liked more seeds. Again, the rewards are not worth the risks. We'll do the talking, but again, that is the last mission I am playing. Once we're done talking, I will explain why. So I do want to see all of this.
I see you have come straight to me. Time is of the essence.
You seem shaken, Inquisitor.
The Demon Prince has found a weakness in my mental wards.
He has warned his master. We are like flies entering the spider's domain, Commander. We cannot see the web. Excuse me, we must kill the spider.
What concerns you?
You say Cadence murmurs within your mind.
Oh, I think they gouge much deeper than that, my dear Inquisitor.
I can hear him, but his taunts have no more effect than the babblings of a thrall. You realize you cannot be allowed to leave this vessel once we are done.
My fate doesn't matter.
Once the bloom has been cauterized from the sector, then the Emperor will judge my actions.
I must return to my research.
Right, we're waiting to do... one to do this, to get the gun batteries up to level 3. Gotcha. Do we have... no, nothing's ticking. Okay. Now, Lunette.
You require a Vox exchange, Commander?
What do you think of Vakir's plan?
While the Inquisitor's logic seems legitimate, further scrutiny is required.
Out of respect for your brothers, I will not generate the algorithm for predicting the chances of success. What troubles you about this, Lunette?
Do demon princes leave trails in the warp?
If they did, the Mechanicus would have been aware of this notion millennia ago. But our time deficiency requires that we take the Inquisitor at her word. To be fair, there's a difference between science and psychic, so maybe not.
Continue, Commander.
The Inquisitor's domination of the Demon Prince did not work as planned.
Agreed. If only she had used the rituals I prescribed.
You know how to dominate a being as powerful as that Demon, Dominus?
Not exactly. But my time aboard the Edict has made me privy to many banishments.
Now that's interesting. That would actually be neat, is if you could actually use her somehow, like sacrifice some build speed to increase research speed. Or sacrifice some servitors to increase research speed for a limited time. But many banishments, they all follow similar routines and rituals, which I've cataloged and distilled into an algorithm for maximum success.
The machine spirits assent. Very well. Initiating power saving cycle.
And now Ektar.
I see you have maintained your devotional wards even in this time of crisis. Very wise.
Do you believe we should execute... well, he's gonna say yes, but do you believe we should execute the Inquisitor?
If I could travel back to before this foolhardy venture, then yes.
I would. However, slaying her now would create too great a risk to Lord Drago and the success of our mission. If her soul is compromised, the enemy will see us coming.
We should not expect to take them by surprise.
We are walking into the warp, the enemy's own domains. Stay resolute, remember your teachings.
Very well.
The Liber Demonica upon your breast glows. Is that this symbol? I thought it was a book. Alright, whatever.
It will be the spark I use to kill the beast and send its flaming essence back into the realm of chaos.
with anger. I have been using it to exercise the insipid corruption pervading our ship since Cadet came aboard. What she said. I have not heard the Lima Demonica being used in such a way before.
It is an emblem of our faith, and in the hands of a Grey Knight, faith is a stronger weapon than any mortal blade.
You should know all 666 words, and if you don't, I suggest you spend some time reacquainting yourself. So let's discuss. Alright, so that is the conversation. Now, the reason why this is... We're done. I am done playing this game. Okay? Is because... So once we do the research... Once we kick off this research, I guess... It just happens. And it triggers the last 3 missions of the game. And until then, you can farm whatever you need to get the resources you need. And here's the thing. I looked up, at the time of recording this, August? September 2022. Early September 20. Mind you, every strategy guide, every playthrough I found, specifically says, make sure to prepare for the fight. Essentially, and the number's different, we recommend, in this guide, they say 12, but doing 10 to 14 grinding / farming missions. I am sorry. A well-balanced strategy game / tactical game should not require me to farm and grind for gear. I should be making enough progression during the playthrough, however long that playthrough is, that by the time I get to whatever is required for the last mission, I'm not saying it'll be easy. Maybe you do decide to grind to make it that much easier. But all these, all the guides and playthroughs I saw stress this significantly. Not in order to make it easier, in order to have a chance at winning. You must grind and farm both gear and essentially space marines. That, for a tactical game, I feel kind of goes over bad planning. Not bad programming. Bad game design. Right? So even if it's halved, that is a minimum of 6 more missions, I feel. Like, just kill missions. Remember, these are all kill missions. And because of the nature of this being randomized... Ooh, adjust a card. Right? Classes are randomized. Gear is randomized. Because of that nature, despite... Yeah, the missions are actually pretty fun. The gameplay itself is decently solid. There are some quality of life things that can be changed. But the fact that you could play XCOM, it's like every time you finish a mission and make a decision, you know you're getting that much stronger and closer to endgame. Every research finished, everything like that. But everything we do is a side grade. Unless we roll the dice well. And then we get an upgrade. And that's just sloggy. It's tiring. The other thing I found is the max level for this game is 9. Why is he 20? I'm guessing because if I had killed a person at the beginning, I could have used Commune with the Falling to respect my guys, and more importantly, add extra skill points. Now, I could not find anyone explaining how this works. given the way this game has been designed to this point, and this is an assumption, I am guessing I can either, every time someone dies, on one Grey Knight I can either respec or give me bonus skill points. And then for some reason, that is used up. That dead person used up. So if I want to do it again, I have to kill someone else. There is no excuse to have a game mechanic of this importance, respecting and being able to get extra skill points, locked behind I have to purposely kill my own units. They are punishing me for doing well. And there is no game design, there is no way you can ever argue to me that punishing a player for doing well is good game design. Now, I understand random shit can happen. I accept that. Roll the dice badly, shit happens. I understand. But there's a difference between, oh no, I've rolled the dice, and I rolled a critical failure, or I didn't succeed, and I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't succeed at this skill check. So therefore, what I want happens doesn't happen, and there might be a punishment. Versus, no, you cannot respec or earn extra skill points unless you purposely kill units. Unless you do badly at this game, you cannot have access to what I consider a critical game feature. Okay? That is bad game design. So, I am just tired of playing this game. Maybe I will beat this game on my own if they ever allow workshops or mods. And even then it would be on easy, just to blow through the game as quickly as I could, because it is designed to be purposely difficult. Not Dark Souls style. Well, yeah, this is hard, but I can make progress. Not, oh, it's hard, I'll deal with it. But specifically, oh, we couldn't figure out how to pace this game in a good manner. Let's make it punishing and difficult just to extend the length of the playthrough. Right? Because let's face it, a lot of the rewards are not worth the difficulty. The randomness with recruitment and equipment is essentially punishing. Right? This is endgame. And I'm getting tier 2 gear. Right? I just got...
Come on.
the ability, hold on. If I select Knight, where are you, Mr. Purgator? If I select Darrig, right? I just got tier 2 frag grenades. And I am potentially on the last mission of the game. Compare this to XCOM, where if I have played the game correctly, even with bad rolls, poor decisions that I get punished for, by the time I get to the end game, I may not have access to the equivalent of tier 5 gear, right? Or tier 3. Is tier 3 the max? Oh, I guess tier 3 is the max. So that is partially mitigated, but it still feels weird. That, but I am close to it. I also don't like that it goes 1 to 3. Why not 1 to 5? And give me the ability to turn these back in for, send these back to Titan for rec points. So I can free up spaces. There are just too many little things where it's like, if you change this, quality of life improvement. If you change this, quality of life improvement. And this, 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 and this. Doesn't change the difficulty of the game. But It makes the game that much more enjoyable. And again, cannot mod this game. Okay. So first we have to do the research. Then, which is going to take days. So no matter what, I've got 45 days before I can even start that research. So that's at least 3 missions. Plus another 6, so 9 more missions. Versus XCOM. Oh, I'll do another mission or 2, but boom, we go. Or we just go. It's just, yeah, there are other games I'd rather play. It gets grindy. It gets, oh, yeah, and again, you can see it, like, this section by itself, I actually have fun with. I like, the missions themselves, I have fun with, right? I'm enjoying them, I'm liking the puzzles, that sort of thing. It's the connecting tissue of, alright, leveling, the way you design the research tree, the way you designed the leveling up. Not even the leveling up, the way the progression has been designed. Both for characters and storytelling. That connective tissue is poorly done enough, it drags the rest of the game down. Okay? Yeah, so there's all of that. Spoilers, Vakir kills herself to follow Cadex to the spawn, follow Cadex to the Garden of Nurgle so that we can track Calder Drago to the Garden of Nurgle and help him. Here's the design of the final boss fight. First of all, a 9-man sortie. So it requires 2 teams of 4. What? This entire game has been 1 team of 4, 1 team of 4, 1 team of 4. What? Why 2? Could you not design a challenging enough map? What? Think about it. You go into this game going, I'm good enough at these games, I'm going to do a 4-man challenge. Let's go. You get to this part 50. You even took the time to 70 hours in. Oh, you can never play the final mission. You only have 4 guys. That is bad game design. That only, I feel, further backs up my point. Why does this not, alright, 4, 8, 12. How many guys do I have total? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. That's okay. Right? I'm okay with that. But here's what you do. Right? Increases capacity by 6. And allows for 1 more Grey Knight to go out on missions. Increases capacity by 6. Plus 1 recruitment. And increases capacity for 1 more Grey Knight to go on missions. So now you're up to 6 Grey Knights per squad. Which feels good. So you're guaranteed to take an apothecary, a librarian, and 4 whatever the hell you want. Final upgrade. No capacity. Increases recruit rank by 2. Increases squad size on missions by 2. Boom. Now you need 1 squad to do the final mission. And you have 24. That gives you 3 squads of 8. Potentially. And that is how you design the mission. But we'll never see that because you can't mod the game. And that's just stupid. So, alright. 8 mission. 9 mandatory, so I need 2 patrols. And again, if you don't see that coming, right, and you never buy these upgrades because you're challenging yourself, you're stuck with, right, 4, 8, 12. You're stuck with 8. If any of them are wounded, you cannot, right, sorry. And they have to be at full health. If any of these guys are wounded, you cannot start the main mission. If you have left yourself a personal challenge of not buying those upgrades, you can't beat the game. That is... No upgrade should be required to beat a game. Kind of bad. Look, we got a chaplain, a level 4 chaplain. Because it's random. So, okay, fine, whatever. We got that covered, alright? Here's how the final boss goes. Players start with a 5 squad team, including Caldor Drago, against Mortarion. Once Mortarion, the big bad, hits 160 hit points, he will summon a Poxus root that only Caldor Drago can destroy, as long as the root is standing. Mortarion is immune to damage. After the Poxus root is destroyed, the battle transitions to the rearguard team. What? The rearguard must prevent enemy units from reaching the gate, as they will join the battle against the already disadvantaged vanguard team. So you're telling me the final fight is, on this map is a team of 5, including Caldor Drago. On this separate map is a team of 4. Drago's team goes. They hit a hit point threshold. Boom. Something happens. You do what you need to do. You stop controlling that team completely. Ignore them. Transfer to the team guarding the gate, and now it is their turn to go. Versus have it happen all at once. Every 5 turns. You have 5 turns to reduce him from, I'm guessing 200 to 160 hit points. Right? If you do it before the 5, great. The thing pops up. Boom. You kill that root that makes him immortal. You keep going. At turn 5, on normal. Maybe on harder difficulties it happens quicker. I don't know. At turn 5, boom. Units start coming in. And they start trickling in. And now you're controlling both teams at the same time. And now it becomes a rush. You have 20 turns to deal 200 hit points of damage to to the big bad, Mortarion. Every 5 turns, the units trickling in get harder. Every time he hits that 160 hit, that 40 point threshold, boom, a root pops up you need to destroy. Versus, alright, Team A goes, you stop. Team B goes, you stop. Team A goes, you stop. Team B. That just sounds so mind-numbingly sloggy. Versus everyone, it is turn-based. Why can I control everything at once and have it set up so every 5 turns, people start flooding in turn 5. At turn 10, they get a little stronger. At turn 15, they get stronger still. At turn 20, they get stronger still. If you're still fighting at 25, stronger still. At 30, if you've taken this long, now you're dealing solely with champions and maybe now even more guys. 35, so on and so forth. All the time, your main kill team is fighting Mortarion. And you can even decide, hey, all 8 on Mortarion, and we just deal with it, versus, you know what, have 4 of them pop out, guard the gate, have 4 of them, that sort of thing. It's just sloggy, and it could be designed so much better. And I am honestly tired of playing it. I might actually finish this on my own, but I am tired of playing this game on stream. I need a break, so I am making an executive decision. They designed the missions to be repetitive and sloggy. Even the final mission does not sound fun. It sounds like a chore. There is too much in this game that feels like a chore and not. And I am tired. I am done. I will, at the end of this video, after I say my pitch please to subscribe and that sort of thing, I will again find someone who has beaten the game, clip their end game cinematic, or find just the end game cinematic for someone who has that, give them full credit and say, here, boom, here's the end game cinematic. But I want to play other games. I would rather play Warhammer 3. I would rather play Stellaris. I would rather play XCOM, XCOM 2, XCOM Chimera Squad if I get an itch to play a tactical strategy game. Hell, there's a King Arthur-based tactical strategy game that is supposed to be amazing. So when my itch gets up for that again, maybe we'll try that game. Because once a year I get an itch to play a tactical strategy game. And we will try that out. But I am just tired of so much in this game. Rewards not being worth the risks. Bad rolls of dice that can literally wipe the game. Remember how we lost seeds? I saw a playthrough where the guy lost so many seeds, he couldn't do research. And because of the way he had killed... Sorry. Like, I'm not going to get this correctly, right? We did the green one first, right? And we'll say he did the red one second. But because he kind of rushed it, and the way he, much like we did purple, the way he did that, the seeds drained so much that he couldn't do the research. 30 hours in, he screwed himself over. He's like, I gotta restart. Like, honestly, some way to convert, like, maybe not 5 to 1, 4 to 1, convert seeds around. Or, while I had the prime seeds every 5 days, right? I think that's a better way. We no longer have the prime seeds. But while we had them every 5 days for the prime seed we had, because they're not popping up in missions anymore, we get a seed. Right? So, because by that point, we would have probably an extra 10 or 20 seeds. So now I don't mind losing seeds. I don't care. I've got enough in the bank. I don't have to worry about it as much. You know, something along those lines. 2 to 1 would probably be better. You know, just better design things. The ability for the barracks, like, if I buy through here, yes, let me have it cost 2, but give me a list of 4. 2 basic, 2 advanced, just because I have maxed all of these out. You know, the fact that advanced classes, it's random. It's just too much. I am done. Again, final thoughts. Great presentation. Great atmosphere. Each half of the game, by itself, is decently well done. But the way the progression is designed, for both missions, technology, and getting gear. Hell, even characters. Because honestly, I see. I would rather have the option to go, alright, you know what? Go to the barracks, have a I don't know. Is Purgator a purifier? I guess, we'll see. Sacrifice a Purgator for 15 days, boom, it comes back as a purifier. However you want to design it. You know, don't leave it up to a roll of the dice. Same thing with gear. Should go 1 to 5, not 1 to 3. That's what's throwing me off. I keep thinking tier 5's the best, tier 3's the best. I guess tier 2 isn't bad, but it feels weird. You know, same thing. For a little extra, have me be able to go, as opposed to random stuff, maybe I pay 1 extra rec point, and there is a list of tier 3 gear, and that resets every few days, that I can pull from, that I can request. So if I get the tier 3, if I get it from a mission, it's free. If I get it through requesting, it's 4 rec. That sort of thing. Story missions either don't offer enough rewards, or they punish you for succeeding. You know, it just, yeah. But, again, if you are a diehard Warhammer 40k fan, you will buy this full price at, I remind you, $45. If you are a diehard tactical strategy game fan, you will probably buy this at full price for, again, $45. If you're a diehard, there's really, you'll plow through. If you are anyone else, go play XCOM Chimera Squad. $20. Moddable. Not infinite replayability, but significantly more replayability. $20. Just as well done, if not better done. Give it a try. Very story focused, unlike the other XCOMs, which, while story focused, you know, that sort of thing. You won't be disappointed. Everyone else, wait till this game goes on sale for like $20. 25 at the most. It's not worth it. It's not worth full price unless you're an extreme diehard fan. Full disclosure, I did buy it on sale for $30. I still feel like I paid too much. There is just enough there to be annoying. So, and that is the end of our playthrough of Chaos Gate Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Daemonhunters. I applaud the attempt. Could have been done better in so many ways. I honestly do not know if they are still supporting this game as well either. During the first 3 months, there was a patch every 2 weeks. They have gone silent since then. So hopefully they're still supporting it, but I cannot guarantee. So keep that all in mind if you try to give this game a try. If you did, if you can do better, go ahead, give the game a shot. But again, I strongly urge you to wait till it's on sale for at least half off. And honestly, that is a lot of the Warhammer 40k games. I find that they're done well, but like I played the Battlefleet Gothic video games, and I ran into that same problem where it appears to be, oh, build the ships the way you want, and that sort of thing. Here's a fun thing. And both games, there's a mission about 20 or 30 hours went in that I guess is a reality. I don't know. Both Battlefleet Gothic were. If you have not bought the specific ships they want you to, and they don't tell you, they want you to buy, and designed them and built them the way they want you to build them, and leveled them up enough. The missions, unless they've changed it, the missions cannot be beat. And that just feels shitty. This isn't that bad, but it's still like, guys, could have done better. I'm just saying. But it still is a very well done game overall. Like I said, it is, compared to every other tactical strategy game out there, 5 average to above average. For a Warhammer 40k game, excellent, 8 or 9. But there are just so many little, could have been better, could have been better, could have been better. I cannot, in good conscience, say, go out buy this game at full price. That sort of thing. So thank you very much for watching. As always, feel free to like, subscribe, or comment. Smash that bell, all that jazz. Again, I will find someone who's beaten the game and attach their endgame cinematic and give them full credit. But we are done playing. Turned out not to be a full playthrough, and I apologize for that. I am sorry. But after 60 hours of playing this game, and knowing that the game is designed specifically to have another 20 hours of grinding and farming in it, I am done. Other games I'd rather play. So, smash that bell, all that jazz, leave a like, a comment, that sort of thing. Even better, check out other videos and playthroughs I've done. Bestest, come on over and check me out when I stream live every Sunday through Friday. Thank you very much for watching, and until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another. Hello, this is a forward. As promised, I have found a YouTube channel that I feel comfortable borrowing the ending credits from. I did have to do some editing to avoid commercials. That some banners still pop up. I did my best to get rid of them as soon as possible. And I still want to reiterate, at the time of recording this forward, or addendum, a DLC was announced. But it does not change none of it changed the problems with this game. In fact, it may have compounded that, as it added 2 new classes. In addition, it just fixed stability and bug issues. It did not change any of the quality of life issues. So you still have issues of, in order to progress... Sorry, how do I word this? In order to make full use of units, you have to technically kill your own units to do it, which is weird. Issues around... the one thing they did fix is, if you remember right through my playthrough, or maybe it didn't happen on screen, but I know it happened on stream. We had a very late game mission where it was nothing but guardsmen from the first half of the game that showed up to defend it. And there, again, same thing. There was a mission early game where it was like late game units. They fixed that, so at least units are supposed to show up where they're intended to now. But you still have quality of life issues like too few squad slots versus how many classes you can use. The fact that too much of it was randomized. And some people have argued with me, oh, that's just to set the setting. No. Everything else sets the setting. Acting, design, story, music, how things look, how characters feel, how they act. All that sets the setting. If your gameplay sucks, it's not going to save the game. And again, let me reiterate, this game has its moments. For a Warhammer 40k game, excuse me, it's one of the best. But for a tactical or strategy game, get an XCOM Firaxis game. It's so much better. There are just too many quality of life issues that can be and should be changed that will not impact the difficulty or feel of the game. Those are my 2 cents. Quick shout out to the channel I am borrowing the ending scenes from. That is Gameplyment. GAMEPLYMENT. I will include a link to both that particular channel at large, as well as this specific video I borrowed from, in the description in this video below. Thank you very much for joining me, and now to the ending credits if you decide to stick around for them.
the Inquisitor's strength yet holds. Brother Purifier, I require insight into the mission's next phase.
Vakir has begun a ritual of banishment. When it is at its apex, I will purge the demon, and the Inquisitor will attempt to maintain her psychic connection with its departing spirit. In theory, she may sense its trajectory past the veil. If we dare pursue that signal into the warp, we may find the garden and locate Drago before it's too late.
The odds of survival...
The odds are irrelevant, Dominus. Only in death does duty end.
The Edict writhes beneath this pressure. We cannot hold.
We must. The ritual is nearly complete.
Embrace the grandfather's wisdom, Carver. You see it? We are one.
And so forever we shall remain. Cadex Ilkarian of Sistemonius, I give myself to you willingly. Take my spirit.
Vakir!
You were right to doubt me, Ektar. A demon's essence cannot be tracked past the veil, but mine is now bound to his. I will blaze a path for you to follow.
You sacrifice yourself, you are doomed to an eternity of torment.
I doomed myself the moment I set foot on this ship. Now, the Grandfather calls. I must answer. I am his.
What strength.
Follow me, Ektar. To the garden.
I hear you.
Commander, the Brother Purifier has begun transmitting a signal to our astropaths. We must follow it at once. Commander, we have pursued this signal for weeks. The Edict strains, but the Brother Purifier appears far worse. The Edict's warp drives have completely stalled.
It is no matter. Our journey is at an end.
Data insufficient. Have we reached the garden?
No, but we are met by its gatekeeper.
What do you see?
We are drawn into the orbit of a transient domain. It radiates with the energy of a prime seed.
Credibility dubious.
There is little sense within the realms of chaos.
2 Reapers of the Bloom remained free of our pursuit. Why risk one against us now?
Cadex must have reached his master and given warning. They delay us to pursue more valuable prey.
Drago.
Commander, it is time to prove ourselves worthy of our name. Hear me. Grandmaster, hear me.
Brother, I hear you.
Supreme Grandmaster, we are near. I sense your spirit within the garden.
The hour must indeed be dark if you have conspired to reach me here.
Forgive us, my lord, the cost was great. You are walking into a trap. A massive host of Nurgle approaches your position.
This maze confuses my senses. The Bloom's power here is overwhelming. Yet I cannot afford to withdraw. The stench of these roots are flame. My cursed life is a small price to wager against ending this foul affliction.
Then we will fight for you, Grandmaster.
A great sacrifice must not go unheeded. Very well. I will take 8 volunteers, Ector. 4 shall join me to face the foulness within. 4 will hold this gate against the approaching horde until we can complete the deed.
So few.
Each of my brothers is an army unto himself. A mighty shield against the coming darkness. I cannot deprive the Imperium of its most valuable warriors for the trials that yet lay ahead.
Your will be done. We are the Hammer.
Cadex, my little spider. What flies have you lured onto our web? I serve only to please, Master. But you said I could have her! Know your place, worm. You failed to silence her spirit, and so she has served a fleeting morsel. But I am yet far from satisfied. If it isn't the Heart Carver and his gleaming knights.
Mortarion. I should have guessed you would be at the root of all this.
Who else could nurture such genius? I carve the more material for the very first seeds from the corpses of your fallen brethren, hunted and run down like the cowards they are. That Eldari cesspit was a nursery a millennia in the making. These roots I tended from saplings until they could gorge on the billions of souls my reapers have claimed. And now, here at last, Drago, your sacred blood will fertilize the true harvest. The grandfather rejoice! My little garden will finally bear its most luscious fruit. The Morbus is at hand! Drago! You cannot win! Cadex, you treacherous worm! What have you wrought? I did only as requested, Master! Plague comes for the Imperium! I have eternity to ensure it festers! The perpetual coward. I expect nothing less from those who betrayed humanity. Some, however, take courage to the limits of folly.
You will forgive the Commander. He simply obliged an old man's wish to see duty's end.
I would not begrudge a knight his sense of duty, but you must leave if you can, now. Mortarian's failure here has sparked the fury of the Plague God. We will draw their attention if we may. Inform the Grand Masters of what happened here.
Commander, sensors detect conspicuous forms converging on our position.
We must depart. I envy you, my brothers.
Know that they fight on with courage and honor. Even as the bloom decays beyond, we will infect the realms of chaos with our purity.
We return to Titan. Brothers, you will be welcomed into the Hall of Champions. And she lost her soul to chaos. We had feared her fallen, but in truth, I misjudged her strength of will. In the end, she fulfilled an inhuman duty. Cartha Vakir sacrificed herself to preserve life and carve a path for hope in the future. She did so, realizing that the price would be an eternity of torment. She is a credit to the Inquisition, and has truly humbled this Grey Knight. Go, relay this to your masters.
The bloom fades.
Another triumph, purchased at a bitter price.
We have delayed our return to Titan for too long, Ektar. The Edict yearns for respite. Our duty forward is clear.
Yes, duty. What say you, Commander? Are we finished here? As effusive as ever, eh? Dominus, set course for Titan.
That was a great game.
This maggot remains, Lord Draco. Grandfather Nurgle, protect your son!
A pitiful end awaits those who serve chaos. Warden of the Bloom indeed.
You may have cost me my status, but patience is the grandfather's greatest virtue. There's always another plague waiting just around the corner.
For once you speak the truth. Perhaps it is time to deploy more proactive tactics.
Let them go, let them go. We must be patient. I have a great many plans for you.
Hello, this is Gohan the Chinchilla, and we hope you're having a good day, as do I. As always, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to follow, like, subscribe, or comment. Or even better, come on over to twitch.tv/SparkyTDK and watch me live every Monday through Friday. Thank you for your support.